guys, how you doing? I'm Nick, the Fish Dude, and on this episode, we're going to be talking about cycling aquariums. Ooh, why they get cloudy, what happens in the actual water itself, the time frame. It varies from salt to fresh water, so that's what we're going to be covering. Stay tuned. All right, the nitrogen cycle. Cycling the fish tank. All right, so there's many ways of doing this. I'll go through a couple different ways, but in a nutshell, what it is it's tons and tons of bacteria inside the water growing up to basically support the fish and the life that you're going to be putting into the actual aquarium. This bacteria breaks down harmful waste and converts it into different stages. At the end of the stage, which is nitrate, it'll go ahead and it'll kind of die off, and now you know your cycle. There's a lot of things to look for while the cycling period is happening. There's a lot of weird algae that grows out there. Diatom algae. It's like a brownish like goo. Usually you turn off the lights, it goes away. You turn on the lights, it turns back. It kind of like hey, I'm here again. And that's usually, it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, but it will go away eventually. It's a new tank syndrome. So that's what the nitrogen cycle is in a nutshell. Different ways of doing it. You could do live rock. You do natural seawater, and you do live sand. You're just gonna cycle your tank way faster because it's got all this extra bacteria that's just floating in there. I've done the cycling period like this many times, and you're usually done within 6-7 days. Within a week, you're done. There's also a way how to do it, like it's with dry rock, synthetic salt water, and just regular. You can even use live sand, but this process takes somewhere like 4 to 6 weeks to complete, just because you're waiting for all that bacteria to grow in the porous rocks, inside your filter, pretty much spreading throughout the place. During this time, you gotta have a lot of patience if you're gonna do the second one. Here's the advantage to doing the dry rock. You don't get any hitchhikers. You don't get any critters that'll kill things later on in the future, like a mantis shrimp or a pistol shrimp, and those mean little crabs that come into the live rock. You're not gonna get that. And a lot of people are starting to do that just because, at the end of the day, you don't want to disassemble a tank just trying to get something out of it. We're on a mission to disassemble this thing and then go, it's a mission. It is. Trust me, it is. Don't know where I was going with that, but I just wanted to let you know that that's pretty much the two different ways of me really cycling aquariums out. If you go the first route with the natural seawater, live rock, and the natural sand, it is a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely, I feel like it's worth it, especially you're going to go in. One thing I do want to say is saltwater, freshwater, it is a zen hobby, okay? You don't want to go fast. The faster you go, the faster you're going to lose fish, the faster you're going to get frustrated, the faster you're going to put a thing and sell it to somebody for $100, even though you pay like $1,000 for it. You gotta go slow, you gotta enjoy this hobby. Whenever you're stocking your aquarium, go slow, don't go fast. People usually make the mistake of, oh man, well, I bought a fish last week, it's doing pretty good, I'm just gonna go crazy, and they go ham. And they put 8 fish in there, and all of a sudden half of them are sick, missing eyeballs, and just go slow. Just go slow. Alright, during your cycling period, you definitely want to keep tabs on your water. I like to test the water basically about once a week would be really good. To do that, this is to check for the levels: ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate. Also pH as well. You're gonna see these levels get really bad on the test kit. I'll show you that in a minute. And then you're gonna see them get really good. At the ending of that, when it goes into from ammonia to nitrate to nitrates, ammonia to nitrates, then your cycling is pretty much done, and you're more or less able to start stocking it, putting in a couple fish, maybe a little shrimp, a couple of crabs, stuff like that. So basically to test the water is pretty simple stuff. You got these little cool tubes. You're just gonna go ahead and crack open your tank, fill some of these little dudes up. Alright, so you're just gonna want to do them to the little line here. I mean, this is the test kit that we use over at where I work. They're really good, just a basic all-around test from a company called Aquarium Pharmaceuticals, or API. Really good stuff. And next thing you do is going to grab your test kit, so I'll show you that next. And I just want to give you like a quick overall what we're doing. So, as you can tell, ammonia in my salt water is at 0. I don't have any ammonia present. You have 0 nitrites, which is good. Nitrate's bad. and 0 nitrates. What's going to basically happen first, once you're starting the initial cycling of the aquarium, is that your ammonia is going to start off at 0, usually within the first week or so, slowly go down or up the scale to very, very toxic levels. As it's reaching one of the more toxic levels, then the nitrite starts to go down, or up, I'm sorry, to start getting into real toxic levels. Halfway around here, when the nitrite's here, the ammonia starts to actually go up. Enough bacteria is growing now to support this. So as this guy's going back to 0, the nitrates keep on pounding worse and worse. Again, as soon as this one gets really, really bad, then the nitrate starts to get really, really bad in the parched meridians over here. Same thing, about halfway down the scale, the nitrate starts to go up. This is why it's a good idea to test it every single week, so you understand the different phases of it. Once your nitrates are finally up at 0, you're pretty much cycled. From that point forward, just be real careful adding fish in there too quickly. Because if you do it too quickly, then the ammonia starts to go up on you again. And then you start losing money left and right, and poor fish. Oh, by the way, I want to introduce you to my little buddy, my little freshwater tank. It's a live planted aquarium. But in here, see that little dude? That guy's, I call him Stitches. Because the second week I had him, he actually jumped out of a different container that I had him. And I found him on the floor. And I felt funny. I was like, oh man, I think he might need Stitches. So that's been his little name. And this little dude's been alive for roughly, I'll say 2.5 years with me. And that's his little mansion. Yay! Stitches, I love you, bro! Remember to hit subscribe and like. Thank you so much.